The headlines: 5 suspects, including 1 female, have been arrested by the RSIPF in connection with the alleged murder of a 24-year-old man from Star Harbor, Makira, Ulawa Province. The Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock, with support from UNDP, today launched its annual planning conference. And SIMA, SIWIMA and stakeholders today mark the International Day for Women in Maritime in Honiara. Hello, you're watching SIBC's TV News Bulletin. I'm Sharon Nanau. 5 suspects, including 1 female, have been arrested by the Royal Solomon Island Police Force in connection with the alleged murder of a 24-year-old man from Star Harbor, Makira, Ulawa Province. The incident occurred over the weekend at Jacob's Ladder in Milestone area near Mamulele, East Honiara. According to a police statement released today, the victim was allegedly attacked by 2 suspects using stones, while a 3rd suspect used a screwdriver, leading to fatal injuries. The arrests were made on 17th May 2025. Police has confirmed that 2 additional suspects remain at large. Assistant Commissioner of Crime and Intelligence, Ms. Patricia Letta, said the Serious Crime Unit of the National Criminal Investigation Department and CID, with support from Now Police, is leading the investigation. AC Letta extended her condolences to the victim's family, calling the incident a tragic loss. She reassured the public that police are committed to ensuring those responsible are brought to justice. She also urged the remaining suspects to surrender and appealed to anyone with information to assist police with their inquiries. Now, the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock, in partnership with UNDP, has kicked off its annual planning conference in Honiara, focusing on transforming agriculture to boost economic growth across the country. Andrea Maahanua reports.
The Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock, with support from the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, today launched its annual planning conference. The conference, held under the theme Transforming Agriculture for Economic Growth, is currently underway in Honiara and will conclude on Friday. The event brought together staff from the ministry as well as its extension officers from across the country. In his remarks at the launch, Minister of Agriculture and Livestock, Honourable Derek Franklin Wasi, said the conference is a critical opportunity for the ministry to review, finalise and advance the agriculture sector development policy.
This week's conference is a critical opportunity for us to review our 2025 work plans and assess implementation progress, to finalize and align our 2026 operational plans with national priorities, 3rd, advance the agricultural sector development policy and e-agriculture strategy, and strengthen internal coordination and governance structures, including the rollout of our monitoring and evaluation framework and the proposed institutional restructuring. Let me be clear, our goal is not just to develop plans, but to implement them effectively. Mr. Kawan say, papalanin, but nothing happened on the ground. But we will prove you wrong this year. That will require discipline, innovation, and stronger collaboration, both within our ministry and with our external partners. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past years, we've made notable progress, from rolling out the ministry's development programs and donor-funded projects. It's to strengthening food systems, promoting value addition and enhancing farmer incomes. Yet, challenges persist. Climate change, infrastructure gaps, limited financing, and institutional capacity must be addressed with urgency. This conference is a critical moment to reflect, reassess, and realign our plans. I encourage each of you to engage actively throughout this week.
Meanwhile, UNDP Country Manager Professor Raluca Edon said UNDP and the Ministry of Agriculture share a common understanding that the formulation of clear strategies to achieve tangible results is of great importance.
But equally importantly, and I really appreciated the devotion, there are 2 other important ties that bind us. One is that we believe that between UNDP and the ministry, under the leadership of the Honorable Minister and the PS, we share a common understanding of what our job is and a common focus on results. And thanks to the PS, we have had the opportunity to interact with some of your colleagues in the ministry. And we know that every ministry in Solomon Islands, also in other countries, has a big job. There are many, many things that a ministry must do. But this should not distract us from the fact that we need to formulate clear results. So what are the results, the solutions that we will deliver to the people of this country by the end of 2025, and hopefully that we can discuss again next year at the next planning conference.
Permanent Secretary Dr. Samson Vilo thanked UNDP for their support and acknowledged the presence of the ministry's provincial extension officers. SIBC News understands this year's annual planning conference is the first since the COVID-19 outbreak in 2019. Andrea Mahanwa for SIBC TV.
International Day for Women in Maritime marked in Honiara. Alex Dedamo reports.
The Solomon Islands Maritime Authority, SIMA, along with Solomon Islands Women in Maritime Association, SIWIMA, and stakeholders today mark the International Day for Women in Maritime in Honiara. Celebrated under the theme An Ocean of Opportunities for Women, the event was held at the SI Maritime School grounds in Ranadi, east of Honiara. Selita Abe, General Manager of Leroy Wharf Solfish Company, in her remarks at the event highlighted the increasing number of women building the careers in the maritime sector.
Women's voices, talents, and leadership have been underrepresented on our ships, in our ports, and within our boardrooms. However, tides are changing. We are witnessing a growing economic recognition of the critical role women play, not just as contributors, but as leaders, innovators, and change makers. Today, more women are captaining vessels, managing ports, leading research teams, and making crucial decisions that shape the future of our maritime world. But while we have made significant strides, barriers remain. Women still face challenges ranging from gender bias and limited career advancement to a lack of representation in decision-making roles.
Meanwhile, Director of SI Maritime College, Dr. Teorai Kabure, says women in the maritime sector have shown resilience, skill, and determination despite challenges faced.
As we stand on the shores of this promising ocean, we recognize that the maritime sector, like the seas themselves, hold boundless possibilities. It is a space for innovation, leadership, and growth, where women have proven their resilience, skill, and determination time and again. However, we also acknowledge that navigating this ocean is not without its challenges. From overcoming outdated stereotypes to addressing gender disparities, the journey is often met with strong current. Yet, it is through these challenges that our strength and potential truly shine. This event is not just about highlighting these opportunities, but also about fostering a supportive network where women can thrive, lead, and inspire future generations. It is a call to action for us to continue breaking barriers, building our skills, and making waves in this industry.
The International Day for Women in Maritime is celebrated annually on May 18. The day highlights women's leadership, participation, and impact in the global ocean economy. Alex Dadamu for SIBC TV.
Now, government has allocated $2.4 million Solomon dollars for this year's 47th Independence Day anniversary. Minister of Home Affairs Honorable Junior Ezekiel Vave revealed in Parliament during his contribution to the motion to thank His Excellency the Governor-General for delivering the speech from the throne last week. He said his ministry is looking to hold 2 days of national celebrations starting on July 7th. A mini trade show and a national cultural show is also being planned for this year's celebrations.
Mr. Speaker, on July 7th this year, 2025, my ministry will be hosting the 47th Independence Anniversary celebrations. We'll spread all over 2 days with 2 different celebration programs. The first day of celebration will feature a national Thanksgiving church service program. The second day of celebration highlights the official parade ceremony, which will take place with a float parade. The budgetary allocation for this 47th Independence Anniversary celebration is $2.4 million Solomon dollars. Mr. Speaker, there is also be 2 side events along the main national event, namely a mini trade show to be held by Ministry of Commerce, Industries, Labour and Immigration, and the National Cultural Show to be led by Ministry of Culture and Tourism.
The 2024 National Economic Establishment Census has found a high number of informal businesses operations across the country. Simon Tavake reports.
The National Economic Establishment Census NEC 2024 report shows there's a high number of informal business setups across the country. The report, conducted by the National Statistics Office in collaboration with the World Bank, reports around 8,222 informal businesses were surveyed, compared to 8,275 formal registered businesses. Principal Statistics Officer, Economic Unit Moffat Sanau told SIBC TV the data collected will help the relevant ministry address the high number of informal business establishments.
So if you are looking at the informal sectors or as a business establishment, they are not formally registered. So this is one of the important areas that capturing the data from this, it will help other ministry concerned to make sure that those identified informal establishments, they need to be formally registered. For example, they need to go and register for their businesses at the company house, for example. It is not only that, but also important for the revenue generation of these countries. Yeah? So the more formal business establishment, it means that there will be more revenue collection from those, those registered businesses.
He added that addressing the issue will support efforts to improve tax collection from the informal businesses.
There is a mission from external parties. They want to, because in general, we have decentralized business registry in our countries. Like for example, IRD have their own system, NSO have their own. We have the Town Council, HCC. Because the idea is that if we have the centralized system that connected, we have that same list of businesses for IRD, for tax purposes. For NSO, we have the same number of businesses basically to produce information for policy making.
SIBC TV understands that the collected data will be compiled into a statistical business register, which is crucial for future economic statistics, as it will be used for sampling and for grossing up survey results. Simon Tavake, SIBC TV.
Now, 50 citizenship applications have been approved by the Ministry of Home Affairs from April 2024 to April 2025. Minister of Home Affairs Honorable Junior Ezekiel Vave revealed in Parliament during his contribution to the motion to thank His Excellency the Governor-General for delivering the speech from the throne last week. He said the Civil Affairs Division received a total of 83 applications for citizenship, from which 50 were approved. He added this reflects the implementation of the Citizenship Act 2018 and Citizenship Oath, Pledges and Fee Regulations 2019 is progressing as planned.
The Citizenship Commission is also fully functional, and required meetings were lawfully conducted in the course of this year, 2025. The Citizenship Appeal Board is also fully functional, and it continued to convene meetings when the need arises. All citizenship approvals are granted accordingly to the provisions of the Citizenship Act 2018. The Citizenship Oaths, Pledges and Fees Regulations 2019 and its processes. Mr. Speaker, from April 2024 to now April 2025, my ministry through the Civil Affairs Division received a total of 83 applications for citizenship. The total applications approved is 50. The total applications refused is 12, and the total applications deferred is 21.
The Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development will be rolling out the PPY Teacher Guidebook trainings to the remaining provinces this year. Alex Dedamu with more on this story.
The Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development will be rolling out the PPY Teacher Guidebook trainings to the remaining provinces this year. Permanent Secretary Dr. Franco Rodi said the expansion will serve as the ministry's rollout of a new long-term professional development design for teachers in the country. Dr. Rodi made the remarks at the handover of the PPY guidebooks last week in Honiara. He thanked UNICEF and stakeholders involved in supporting the ministry.
Looking ahead, we are committed to extending this training to teachers in all remaining provinces. This expansion will form part of a new long-term professional development design and the GPE supported program activities, ensuring that no teacher and no child is left behind. Mr. Abidi, we thank you and your organization, UNICEF, for the support you have provided, and especially for your team for the unwavering partnership and commitment to early childhood development in our country. Your support continues to be instrumental in turning our shared vision into reality. To the main staff, especially those who were engaged in the planning and actual drafting of the PPY Teacher Book 3, your input, commitment, and perseverance are what makes us progress possible. And to all teachers who are going to use them, present and the future, you are the change makers.
Alex Dedamu for SIBC TV.
And now the latest in sports with Martin Taromane.
Semi-final matches for the Honiara Volleyball Leagues will continue this Wednesday at the Multipurpose Hall. Chairman for the Honiara Volleyball League, Mr. Jeffrey Zulevai confirmed this. Semi-final matches for the Honiara Volleyball League took place on Sunday after the league, which kicked off late last year, was forced to postpone.
And this one in finals no for completing the league last year. We have started late a little bit, so our commitment and come up to blow volleyball, so we will by completing the quarter number, semi, and then grand final. So this week and semi, next week and the grand final.
For men's and women's, everyone.
Men's and women's. We have got two divisions. Premier of the where some play finish. B division of the where we say the team 2 go the team 1. Let's play low B division.
Okay.
Give him opportunity for the come up for some play too. You mix him everyone low one fella. By looking no only the top 4 5 team no by compete or narrow one ya. Mugo liga dana bos lokainnya. This year we try to make him the division make em garem samfala team wa sama play. Maybe this year babal garem maybe a community league too for him pulum kam nara group where what I say people but lower level for garem states for come up to do come up. We will start late no because appointment blomi for come here we are late. So we will start lo October no. So October November 2 months no last year. We are completing no every pool game so last year. This year we plan for dream no finals no. So as we are completing then we are rest then mini game by what players go then come back maybe somewhere in September we are starting na blow this year. Grand final below next week. Because I'm carrying 2 lower divisions and so by next week now to make them cater for each division as I will play. Got them time and space for other place. So next week.
Wednesday's semi-final match, meanwhile, will see Ma'anu taking on Lakers 4 p.m. at the Multipurpose Hall outdoor court in their bid to book a spot for the grand final match of the Women's Premier Division competition. Martin Taromane, SIBC Sports.
And that's news. Follow us on sibconline.com.sb and our SIBC News Facebook page for more of our latest stories. Thanks for watching.